Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about two very special cars being delivered next week, hopefully if there is no delays. And one's a one-of-one SLR Heritage Edition. I'm going to tell you guys how this car came about and why is it so special. And then the second one is a Baby 2 Bugatti. That's for Enzo, but I'll get to enjoy it. It does 45 miles an hour and it's really cool spec. It's basically matching my Rembrandt Bugatti, same exact color, two-tone interior, and really cool. So I'm super excited to show you guys the details of these two cars that are coming next week, and we'll just have to drool until they arrive. So the SLR Heritage Edition, MSO at McLaren, that stands for McLaren Special Operation. For some of you guys that don't know what MSO stands for, they know I'm a big fan of SLRs and they've been following me. I'm a great customer of McLaren, so they reached out to me and offered me a really cool spec, one-of-one, to basically mimic the same spec of the first 300 SL sold in USA that was imported in 1955. It was car chassis number 3. It was imported and sold by Hoffman Car Company Inc. in New York, and it was sold to a very special customer, Briggs Cunningham, and it was actually raced in Daytona 1955. Now this car is pretty cool because it's the first SL imported. Not only that, it was owned and driven by a race car celebrity. Let's start with the interior. Interior is a two-tone, or actually three-tone fabric on the original SL, and MSO decided to use leather, and it was handcrafted in Italy. I think it came pretty cool. It's the same 3 colors, and they embedded the badge on the seat that says the one-of-one edition on the passenger seat, and on the steering wheel they used a beige leather, and even the gear knob is beige, as well as the brake handle. I can't wait to see this car. It's going to be so cool. And on the dash, since they didn't want to put aluminum, they used a silver leather wrapped, as you see on the passenger dash. And this is going to be probably the most unique SLR I've ever owned. And then in terms of the aero, a lot has changed. Well, first of all, it has a new exhaust, it has new wheels by MSO, it has a front spoiler in carbon fiber, a rear diffuser, a new wing that's painted white and blue as you brake underneath. What else? Whoa, the fends on the hood are really one-off design. So I'm told in person the car is astonishing and I can't wait to see it. In terms of horsepower, nothing's changed mechanically, but the car does sound a little bit louder with a new exhaust, so I'm excited to see that. And of course has the number 71 on the doors, and it's kind of very subtle. You can barely see it, but that's what the first 300 SL in 1955 that was imported had on the doors. So here's the problem, guys. Now that I've bought this that has Hoffman Motor Car Company Inc. and chassis number 3, they still have the original 300 SL a collector has, and we gotta see who's gonna buy who. Either he's gonna have to buy my SLR, or I'm gonna have to go chase him down and buy this 300 SL coupe that's matching to my SLR.
If you were to buy it today, how much would that SL?
Yeah, 300 SLs go anywhere from, depending on the condition, go anywhere from $1 million to $2.5 million bucks. Some cases if it was owned by a celebrity or a super special car. But let's see what happens. So this car is going to be coming in next week. It's being picked up and it's being packaged and crated, waiting for the plane. With all the backlog I see, with the containers I see, I'm not taking a chance putting it on the sea. So I'm gonna fly it in. Believe it or not, it's cost me over $30,000 just to get the car back in on a plane. But luckily for me, that's just a fraction of what I spent to get this MSO version done. So I'm excited to share with you guys when it arrives next week. All right, now let's talk about the baby Bugatti 2, which is super special because it's going to be matching the same spec as my Rembrandt Bugatti that you guys have seen, my favorite roadster, and I think it's still one of the fastest roadsters on the planet. Does 253 miles an hour with the roof off. That's quite something, especially if you're smoking a fat cigar. What they did, they made the car two-tone exterior. They painted the wheels to match the same brown as my Rembrandt Bugatti. It does also have two small elephants in there that also matches the Rembrandt. So what's really cool, even on the gas cap, it has a Rembrandt signature, even though there's no gas in the car, it's full electric. A steering wheel is also matched to be the brown, and here's a gas cap. That's pretty cool. I wonder what this is actually used for, because we both know there's no gas in there. But this car looks amazing. I can't wait for Enzo or myself to drive it and warm up those tires in this thing. That's beautiful. Look at that. And what's cool too, the steering wheel comes off so you can get in and out easy, just like race cars. It's got 3 modes. It even has a speed key. You have to put the speed key to go over 22 miles an hour. Super excited to zoom in and out at the new garage in a baby Bugatti 2. In person, I'm sure it looks 10 times better. And 45 miles an hour. Now, here's the catch. It does have a chip speed limiter on it, because to import this car, I think it couldn't go past 22 miles an hour. So I got my work cut out for me when it arrives. I gotta take it apart and find that chip and get rid of it.
Now, did you choose some of this stuff, or was it you just gave it all to them to do?
No, so what I did, I sent the pictures of my Rembrandt Bugatti, which has the elephants in there, the signature of Rembrandt on the gas cap, and of course the exterior two-tone design. And it was a collaboration. We went back and forth. They said, we would like to put the little mini elephants inside, just like the Rembrandt has it. As you open the doors, do you want them facing front, one facing back? I said, well, I went and checked my Rembrandt. Actually, one of the elephant on the passenger is forward facing, and the elephant on the driver's side is rear facing. So they mimic the same exact position on the elephants. But yeah, some other details went into it. There's a special plaque that says made for Manny Khoshbin, and there's a one-of-one plaque aside from the chassis plaque they have on the dash. But all in all, I'm excited to try it, and it's going to be a challenge getting it to my home, because I gotta get a special trailer probably for this one. And of course this one, again, I'm sending it by plane because I don't want to risk being stuck at the sea for months and months. It was an expensive airship, but I can't wait to receive both of them hopefully next week and share them in real time with you guys and do a delivery video. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. Be safe, be well. Make sure you subscribe and like the video, and I'll see you guys next week. So I sold this for 40.7 million 2 years ago. So I made about close to $12 million. Residential investors work longer hours for lower returns compared to commercial real estate investors. Contrarian Academy helps residential investors successfully acquire their first commercial property in 6 months or less. There is a lot of pockets of opportunity where you can take great real estate that's located in great location and repurpose it. While one state, for example, Houston, that's heavily invested in oil and gas industry, is experiencing a recession, you may have another state like California experiencing the economic boom. You don't really have to wait for a global economic recession to jump out and invest your money and buy real estate. Apply now by clicking the link below.